Hey, welcome back to Pianist Academy. I'm Szczepanek, and today I've got a great tension release warm-up to share with you. Something that you can do every day as you sit down at the piano if you have excess tension that builds up in the form of heat in the forearms or extra pain in the wrist or in the fingers, in those tendons, right? So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take our thumb, we're gonna put it on middle C, our fifth finger on the G above, we're just gonna make a fifth, and we can actually do it with the left hand also on an octave below. And we're gonna feel like gravity is doing a bit of this work for us. So we're gonna lift our hand up, maintaining that feeling of a fifth between the fingers. Lift the hand up, let gravity pull us down, and notice how the wrist collapses a little bit, it breaks a little bit, but it's more like a cushion, right? So instead of being too firm and rigid, where I'm stuck here, instead I'm allowing the wrist to be loose and flexible like a cushion. A cushion's a great way to think about this, okay? So that's the first part of this exercise, the drop in, mostly using gravity and arm weight. Now the second part of this exercise, after we're in the keys, is to use our middle three fingers, our second, third, and fourth fingers. They're all gonna be used in conjunction with one another, and they're gonna push us out of the keyboard and up, like that. I like to think about this as feeling like a spring out of the key, and notice how the wrist changes and it's in the opposite direction now, okay? So we were down and the wrist was low and like a cushion, and when we spring out, the wrist is up and just the hand is kind of dangling here nice and loosely and comfortably, all right? And so through all of this, we're focused on releasing tension that may be held in the wrist and even some in the fingers, because we're not holding the fingers up, everything is being let go and let go on the way out. Let go on the way down, let go on the release out. Now we can take this same thing and we can play it over the C major scale is the best thing to do because it keeps our hand in this nice orientation, right? So we can play this and just go up by second as we ascend, right? And we can do both hands together or hands separately, whatever you prefer. So while I'm doing all of this, I'm trying to maintain a little bit of activity in the fingers as well. This isn't just a limp finger exercise where we drop in and then kind of flail around, right? If I had limp fingers, there wouldn't be any articulation of those middle notes, right? There would just be nothing. I would just be lifting my hand out. So we want to feel an articulation in the fingers, active fingers, right? The fingers have life in them, both on the way down, even though we're using gravity, and then on the way out, we still have active fingers, we still have an articulated 2, 3, and 4. So we get a nice crisp sound, but still a very easy and comfortable release, right? And last, once this is comfortable, this motion of down and up, just on a single note, every time we play this over a scale, up and down the piano, I like to do it mainly just going up, but every time we release and we come out, we make this one motion. It's kind of like a semicircle. So as the hand comes up here, it's gonna be one motion and then back down, and then up and one motion and back down. So it's almost, in a sense, like a bouncing ball, right? We have gravity, and the ball bounces up, and then gravity pulls it back down. We don't fight any of it. That simple, right? So this is a great exercise to start the day if you experience heat in the forearms or tension in your playing or things like that. Or even if it's something you want to come back to in the middle of a practice session. Let's say you've been practicing something really hard and all of a sudden 30 minutes, an hour in, you realize that there's something that doesn't feel right, or you're really cramped, or maybe your shoulders are tight, your arms are tight, your fingers are tired. You can come back in the middle of your practice session and do the same thing and just feel how everything loosens up. And if you want to, go back down. Right? If you enjoyed the video and you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. Remember to ding that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And as always, practice smarter, not harder. And I'll see you the next time you visit Pianist Academy.